Thank you for stopping by. This is Jeffrey Weiss, your political activist, keeping you informed of local and world events. Today we discuss Donald Trump and the rise of white supremacy. Here are just a few of the planned and actual attacks that have taken place this year, all with the support and instigation of Donald Trump. In February, a white Coast Guard lieutenant stockpiled an arsenal of weapons and researched how to get access to left-wing Democratic lawmakers and liberal Supreme Court justices. He had also searched joining with other white radicals wanting to establish a white homeland. In April, the 21-year-old son of a deputy sheriff was charged with burning down 3 black churches in Louisiana. In the same month, a white man shot up a synagogue in California after posting a manifesto online that said Jews are planning the genocide of the European race. In response to these physical and verbal attacks, Donald Trump has said it's just the work of a few bad apples. This while the FBI says it has 850 ongoing investigations into domestic terrorists, both anti-government and white supremacist individuals and groups. An FBI spokesman said that the number of investigations into white nationalists and supremacists have grown dramatically since Donald Trump's presidency began, coinciding with, at least, the tacit support of Trump has provided to these individuals and groups. The Anti-Defamation League said that right-wing extremists were behind at least 50 killings last year. There is a common thread to white supremacists and domestic terrorists in that they are both being radicalized online. But due to the fact that websites are frequently obscure, their identities and numbers are hard to assess. But one such site, whose motto is White Race Worldwide, has over 300,000 members. Daily Stormer was thrown off the web after supporting the Charlottesville, Virginia rally. The ban came after calling Heather Heyer, the woman killed, a fat, chickless 32-year-old slut. In 1 month, in 2018, the N-word appeared 115,000 times on the web. Donald Trump has thrown his full support behind these groups, goading them, encouraging them, using his rallies to bring these people to action, yelling, beat them, punch them, attack them. And these groups have some support in Congress. Far-right conservative Republican Steve King, representative from Iowa, said white supremacists and white nationalists. How did that language become offensive? When Facebook purged users calling for an exclusively white state, along with praise and support for white nationalism and white supremacy, Donald Trump tweeted, "This is the United States of America. We have what's known as freedom of speech." The rise of white supremacy groups and individuals is closely correlated to the anonymity the internet provides. On the websites, these marginalized people can seek attention by spouting extremist language. Then they read where someone else was even more extreme than they were. It leads to a game of one-upsmanship. They become desensitized and talk of rape, murder, and genocide as if those terms are the norm. These sites seek out the lonely and the disaffected, gamers, death metal music followers, the socially inept, people without a woman in their life. They talk about getting even with women who dismiss them. On Twitter, the hashtag white genocide, the theory that Jews are plotting the extinction of American white Christians by replacing them with immigrants and refugees, is espoused. The shooter who killed 11 people at a synagogue in Pittsburgh vented his hate on far-right social media platforms that blame Jews for the immigrants coming to America. When the shooter spoke of his plans on the website, other like-minded men encouraged him to get a high score, which meant kill as many as you can. Police departments say they are underfunded due to Donald Trump's cuts of funding for the Federal Office for Community Partnership, which works with local governments and organizations to prevent young people from being radicalized. Funding went from $20 million to $3 million. The Department of Homeland Security disbanded a group of analysts who focus on domestic terrorism. Civil rights groups are calling on Congress to pass a domestic terrorist statute so that these dangerous people can be charged under terrorism laws. All these disturbing acts and trends are due directly to the support Donald Trump has given, tweeting or in his speeches. He is a man who loves violence, lives to hate, and sees anyone who is not white as fodder for displacement, expatriation, and violence. If my articles interest you, please use the link to check out my website and books. Thank you very much.